have not played League of Legends in a while, but I still like to keep up to date with all the cinematics. Why? Because I am a lore geek. And the latest one that just recently came out, Welcome to Noxus, is a really good cinematic. But there are still some issues. Let's talk about what was really good in the cinematic just to get all of that out of the way. Katarina was really good in the cinematic and how they showed off all of her League of Legends abilities. Her Shunpo, her bouncing blade, and seeing Elise, even though yes, it is advertising the new skins, but still seeing Elise now in a cinematic is really cool. All of this being made by the studio that brought us Arcane, Fortiche, was really awesome. And seeing Trundle and Darius fight it out, yeah, that was really good. Appearance-wise, Vlad looks really cool, and they're saying that he looks a lot like Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3, and I can definitely see that. But now I have to jump into my negatives. Usually whenever I make these kinds of videos, they get dislike bombed, so let's see how this one goes. I'm not here to give you all the backstories of the characters and stuff like that, but I will point them out just as a person that enjoys the League of Legends lore. First things first, LeBlanc looks strangely old. I don't understand why they're choosing to go against the Legends of Runeterra updated design. I don't get why they're trying to do that. And the other issue that I had was her voice. I do not know who voiced LeBlanc, and she still did a good job. There's nothing wrong with that. But my issue is the fact that she kind of sounds like Caitlyn, just like a deeper voice.
I am a decorated officer, leader of House Kiraman. Address me with respect, or keep your mouth shut.
Vladimir, calamity is always approaching. In some moments, its arrival is more imminent than others.
Why is that? Yeah, I found that kind of weird, not gonna lie. Vlad, new look, I really like it. It might even be better than his Legends of Runeterra look. Voice-wise, sounds really cool, but my issue is he's kind of getting close to Sallow's personality, if you remember him from Arcane. He kind of seems like he's becoming that type of archetype, and seeing Mel in the cinematic and whatever she's doing, it proves that yes, we are going with the one universe rule that Arcane has set for us. We are seeing that Arcane is now the canon. I don't like that. I still can't get into that because they are changing a lot of things and they're not mixing well with everything. They have done really big ouchies to the lore of this game, and I still can't get over the fact that Ambessa is a League of Legends champion and she's dead in the lore, and we've never had a champion be dead in the lore and playable in the game, except, and I will always bring this up, except the time that Gangplank died so they could push out his new rework. And Mel is now a champion in League of Legends, and she has a reflective shield. Whatever skill shot you throw her way, she can make it bounce back to you and hit you. So yeah, that's going to be fun to see. Not play because I am not really playing it right now. Darius, right now, I don't like how he looks. I'm not gonna lie. He's too close to Jace's body type. When we had the perfect body type in Rictus, I don't understand why they didn't give him that. And some people were telling me, oh, lore-wise, this is supposed to be young Darius. I would believe that, except when you look at the comics that have been officially released by Riot, the young Darius is a buff person. Even if he's in his like early 20s, mid 20s, he's still a buff guy. And yes, you're going to say, well, you consider him small because he's standing and fighting up against a troll. But even physique wise, whenever you compare him to the splash arts, he's not the same character, weirdly enough. And there was another time that they skinnied him a little bit in a different cinematic, and also that, whenever I first saw him, I was looking at him and I thought it was a random person at the time, but no, it turned out to be Darius. I just didn't recognize him.
You no longer have subjects. Today, they become citizens of Noxus. Rejoice at the end of kings.
I do not understand 100% who's coming up with all of these things, and they're doing so many different changes, because some of these changes really do feel unnecessary, and I don't get why they're trying to push for them. Even if it's for like rework reasons and stuff like that, it's still too much because they are really breaking down the lore. And because they are breaking the lore, we don't have anything set in stone right now, and we don't know any ages, we don't know what kind of timeline we're working with. There's so many different stories that get affected just by a single change. It's like the whole idea of while Darius is fighting Trundle, how does Darius break true ice? That's not supposed to be possible though, and that's a whole nother different story, but we're not going to go on to that. A big issue that has been going on right now is the split in fans. There is a divide between the League of Legends fans and the Arcane fans as to how things are supposed to play out. If you go on Twitter and you look at all the things that people are saying about this new cinematic, it's being praised, but it's being praised for different reasons. And the issue is, these characters have already been established in League of Legends, and no Arcane fan knows about them. So it's been interesting seeing how they are reacting to these things, and then the League of Legends lore nerds coming back in and telling them, hey, actually, this person is like this, and then them just breaking down. People are saying, wow, I hope like Arcane fans go away. Oh, League of Legends fans are bad. They're one and the same in a weird way. The Arcane fans have always existed in League of Legends. That kind of behavior has always been there when it comes to the Twitter account, or now X. Whenever Seraphine was first being released or teased with the whole KDA comics and stuff like that, same behaviors were being shown on Twitter, and now because they know how to split them up, it's very visible who people hate. I can say that. They used to be well integrated into League of Legends, but Arcane has now pushed them all out, and now they have been basically segregated, weirdly enough. These are my thoughts on the Welcome to Noxus cinematic, and I hope this does not get dislike bombed like my other videos. And that's the end of the video. Hey, did you enjoy it? If you did, why not like, subscribe, and tell me in the comment section below, did you enjoy this cinematic? What was your favorite part? And if you didn't enjoy this video, hey, I'm not gonna tell you not to dislike it, you can go right ahead. And I'll hope to see you here next time. See ya.